What's going on, my guys? Lost and Found Dating Channel, back at it again with another dating topic for you guys this week. Thank you for joining me on another adventure, another journey. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. That way you'll be the first to know when we come out with new content. Without further ado, let's not delay it anymore. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's get into this week's topic. All right, my guys. So, oh wait, hold on. Gotta show some respect. Now we can continue. So for this week's topic, we're gonna have a little chat, little chat. You and I are just chatting. No one else is here with us. Just you and I. We're just boys sitting down, having a little chit chat, little fireside chat. Okay, fellas. So we're gonna talk about what dating is and what dating is not. Now, one thing I want to drive home to you guys is that dating is not texting. Now, according to Google Dictionary, which is the source that we're going to be going with today, here's what dating is. Dating, or to date, means to go out with someone in whom one is romantically or sexually interested. That's what it says here. Example: a few years ago, I dated the ex of a friend. It's kind of messed up. You had to date your friend's ex. There's billions of other people out there, and you had to date your friend's ex. It's no honor, man, no honor. It's messed up. So let's set some ground rules when it comes to dating. Now, when you are dating someone, unless you guys are at a distance or certain circumstances whereby you can't see each other, when you're dating someone, you're seeing the person face to face. You're spending quality time with each other. You're in each other's presence. You guys could plan dates out in public, you can plan dates at home as well, but the point is you're getting together with the person and you're actually spending time in person. Dating is not this. All right, you got that? Dating is when you're seeing the person, not just when you're moving your fingers. You see this here? That's not dating, all right? And you know what I think is pretty sad? If you go online and if you look at most of the questions and the blogs and the forums where people ask topics about dating, I bet you the #1 topic that people talk about when it comes to dating is texting. Anytime I look at a forum or a blog, I see, well, how long should I wait before I text this person back? Or how long is too long to wait before I text and see if they got my text? What does it mean if the guy takes forever to respond? What does it mean if she takes a couple hours to text me back? What does that mean? Everything is about texting and how long it takes to respond to a text and what's the appropriate length of time. It's gotten to the point where it seems like texting is its own category. Like there's dating, there's being in a relationship. I differentiate those two. And then there's texting. That's like its own status, its own relationship status. We're texting because that's how big of a deal texting is to people nowadays. Now, I want to explain something to you guys, all right? This should not be the primary thing that you use to build attraction and to build interest with a woman. Now, I want to take some time to explain something to you guys. This right here should not be the primary tool that you use to build attraction and to build interest in a woman. This is a tool which will allow you to schedule dates. Those dates are what's gonna help build that interest and build that attraction from her. This phone is 1/10, maybe even I'll say 1/100th as effective in building interest and getting someone to like you and develop feelings for you and start to want to see you. It's about 1/10 as effective at doing that as actually spending time with someone and going on dates. Yes, the texting and the talking on the phone is going to help get you to the date, but once you're going on dates and you're seeing the person consistently, planning the dates and spending time with each other in person should be the focal point of that relationship, not texting, not talking on the phone. You should be focusing on getting her to want to see you and want to spend time with you, not getting her to look forward to your text throughout the day. I think a lot of guys out there aren't using their phones optimally when it comes to dating and when it comes to setting up dates. Especially those first couple of days where you're getting to know each other and let's say you've just you stuttering fool. Especially those first couple of dates where you're getting to know each other and you've been texting for a couple of days. If several days have gone by and you haven't even mentioned the idea of getting together, a couple of things are going to start to happen. If you've been texting for an extended period of time and you haven't mentioned going out, meeting each other in person, what you're signaling to her is that you're comfortable with just a texting relationship. You're signaling to her that you have no interest in getting together in person, going on a date, and moving the interaction forward. If you're interested in dating her, as in going on dates with her, I want you to think of your phone as a vehicle and as a tool to help you get from point A to point B. Texting allows you to move the interaction forward and to set up dates, but texting by itself does nothing. It doesn't build attraction, it doesn't build interest. Texting allows you to move the interaction and move the courtship forward, but texting alone gets you nowhere. Some of you have done all that needs to be done as far as texting and building rapport. In other words, you've built up enough rapport at this point where if you asked her out, she would say yes. Now it's just a matter of actually asking her out. Now I know it's 2019 and we as a society are more progressive in some ways when it comes to dating, and women are feeling empowered to approach guys and to initiate conversations with them and to ask them out on dates. I know all of those things are true, but I think at the end of the day, most women, especially when it comes to that first date, are still expecting the guy to be the one to ask them out. If you've been texting and texting for several days and haven't mentioned going out on that first date, most women are going to start to lose interest in you and they're going to start to see you less and less as a viable dating option. If this is a woman who is used to being pursued and she's used to guys, vying for her attention and asking her to meet up with them, unless she's just looking for a texting relationship from you, she really has no purpose and no real reason to continue entertaining the conversation if all you guys are doing is just texting. From the minute you guys exchange numbers, I want you to imagine that there's a shot clock and that shot clock is winding down, and every day that passes by where you're just texting, good morning, how are you, what did you do today, what did you eat for breakfast, what channel are you watching on TV, the more that continues to happen, her interest is slowly drifting away, out of the situation. Now, I want you guys to understand patience is important, and I do talk about patience as far as not over pursuing and not coming across as needy, but you can also be too patient to the point where now she's starting to wonder, what's up with this guy? Why hasn't he asked me out? What's going on here? Is there something I'm misreading? I think some of you guys out there are fearful of coming across as too pushy and maybe too forward and too overbearing, so you're a little bit too patient and you hesitate when it comes to asking her out and you start to rationalize, well, maybe I'll wait one more day, or maybe I'll wait a couple more days of texting just so I can get a little bit better of a feel, and just so I can make sure that, you know, she would say yes if I were to ask her out. And a lot of that sometimes comes from just being fearful of rejection and being anxious that if you ask her out too soon, she's gonna say no. But what you have to realize is that the longer time progresses, if you leave it open to interpretation for the woman, or you leave her to come up with her own conclusion as to why you haven't asked her out or why you haven't attempted to move the interaction forward, that's generally not something that you want to do. You may be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm just being patient, I'm just taking my time. Meanwhile, she's thinking, you know, what's up with this guy? Why hasn't he asked me out? Is he not interested? Is he in a relationship? Is he just not very confident? Is there something he's hiding from me? Is he trying to catfish me? What's up with this guy? You know, what's his story? What's his deal? And then she goes into panic mode and she's like, she just checks out of the situation altogether. So if you are interested in going out with her, if you are interested in the prospect of dating her, you want to ask her out before that happens, before it gets to that situation where she's starting to ponder and curious as to why you haven't asked her out yet. You want to ask her out before it gets to that point. So if you are interested in going out with her, if you are interested in the prospect of dating her, you want to ask her out before it gets to the point where she's contemplating, you know, the possibilities as to why you haven't asked her out yet. You want to ask her out before it gets to that point. That way she's still kind of fully engaged, she's still curious, she's still enthusiastic about the prospect of seeing you, and not, you know, wondering why it's taken you this long to reach out to her and ask her out. All right, guys. So I am wrapping this thing up, signing off, signing out. Thanks for watching the video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, leave a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be the very first to know when we come out with new content. That way for the next video, and the video after that, and the one after that, you guys will have it. It'll pop up right there on your screen. You'll be like, Lost and Found Dating channel. Just uploaded a video. I'm at work right now, but I'm gonna step out the office just so I can watch it, because it's that important to me. You know, I'm sure that's what you guys are thinking. So I'm signing out. Catch you guys next time. Peace.